Greetings, this is Ryan Roy from Liberty3D.com, and I'd like to do a very quick demonstration on just one of the many uses for the Translate Average tool, which is part of the RR Tools Pro plugin set. There was a question here on the Lightwave forums regarding something that often comes up with motion graphics: animating parts of an object that need to expand outward. This is very common in product visualization, especially regarding the display of mechanical parts. Well, Translate Average allows you to do this in very short order. Typically, in these kinds of animations, you need to have your object split up into one layer per part, and the Layers tab tools let you manipulate layers quite easily. Right now, this is a one-layer object. Just hit Connected to Layers, and it puts every polygon island into a separate layer. Next, the pivot position of every single one of these layers is currently the same, but we really want the pivot position of each layer to be at the center of each polygon island. So if we make sure every layer is selected, activate the Pivot tool, and then hit Center Pivot Layers, not surprisingly, every layer now has a centered pivot. This is necessary to differentiate the origin point between layers as seen by Lightwave Layout. If we didn't do this, Layout would just think that every one of these layers rests in the same position coordinates, which they don't. Jumping into Lightwave Layout, I'll load the object into the scene, middle-click everything, and run the Translate Average tool. I have it hotkeyed to Control-T, and after pressing those buttons, I'm left with this single null called RR Translate Average Controller. This single controller can now be scaled, rotated, and positioned to manipulate the objects. As you can imagine, being able to do manipulations like this is a huge deal with motion graphics, and it's why I made this tool in the first place. Now, you can remove the constraints this tool creates and key the items into their new positions by simply running it a second time. There's various ways that you could go about animating all of the parts of your object in this fashion. You could go to the first frame of the animation, run the tool, do your animation with this null, and run the tool again with your playhead at the end frame. This bakes the animation for you. If you prefer not to bake your animation, you can simply treat this tool as a toggle manipulation mode and use it to create single keyframes as needed. Also, if you need multiple instances of these Translate Average controllers, there's a function in the toolset called Translate Keep. This will save the current controller present in the scene and allow you to select additional items to apply Translate Average to. So hopefully this video provided yet another idea as to how powerful this simple little tool is. And if you get it while it's on sale, this and all of the other tools that come bundled together in the RR Tools Pro set can be yours for about $10. $10 for a massive increase in productivity. You can't beat it.